Hello guys, welcome to Samara, and this is the Samara Arena you can see behind you. I don't know what reports you may have heard about this place, but it only very recently got confirmation that it could actually stage the test matches that it's got to play before the World Cup. That should be 3 by FIFA regulations, and Sunday is scheduled to be against Kuban Krasnodar for Krylia Sovietov. I can confirm this is an utter bomb site kilometres around the stadium. It is the most chaotic place to find, to get to. I mean, the stadium itself from the outside, the actual structure is impressive. Well, I say more than impressive, it's phenomenal. But as usual, there are teething problems. Teething being a very, very generous way to put it. I mean, I'm pushing my luck a little bit to get this close, to be honest, but I mean, you can just see everywhere. Just look at this. This is the parking lot. It's, well, I'm going to say parking lot, God knows what it's going to be. Behind me over that shoulder, I don't want to be too obvious about it, but that's one of the gates. In fact, no, that is the media centre, and that's one of the gates just over there being built. One thing I did manage to glean from the security guard was that only one of the gates will actually be opening on Sunday, because they just simply haven't finished. And I'm not just talking about putting a coat of paint on the door. The actual gates physically aren't in place, and gate number 4 anyway. How on earth they're going to police this, I have no idea. I'm sorry to be so negative, because I'll be honest, Samara, the city, is a just beautiful, beautiful place by the embankment, the old centre. The hill is quite a hilly place, given that it's very, very close to the River Volga. Well, the River Volga runs right past the embankment. There's a lovely little beach area there, cafes and bars strewn along, plenty of children's playgrounds, lots of green areas. I mean, it really is a very, very impressive city. But my word, this stadium has got a long way to go to actually get even close to being ready. Like I say, they claim they are, but not even close. I mean, here's just another part of the building site. You can see, God even knows what those towers are for, but yeah, not great. Now, in terms of actual accessibility to a stadium, the ground itself, right here, we are something like a 40-minute tram ride from the centre. It's way, way north of the centre, and it's not the easiest to get to. I asked about 3 or 4 people, taxi drivers and hotel people, to give me advice on the best way to get as close as possible to the stadium, and the best they could do was get me to within another 40 minutes. I'm not exaggerating, I walk quickly. I'm a tall bloke and I don't waste my time when I'm walking. It took me about 40 minutes to walk from the nearest bus stop they could find, but apparently there is a closer one. Nobody seems to know how to get here. Certainly nobody knows how to get into the stadium, partly because it's not even close to being ready. I mean, this is the pavement I'm walking down. Just look at this. I mean, I've got to step between bricks. The bricks are very loose because they're not even close to, you know, being properly embedded or whatever you would say. Now I've got to find my way back through yet more of a building site across the road that was going to be. Trucks are driving past all the racing lots. Yeah, this is not the usual video that I usually post up. I try and be as positive as I can and show you the cultural side of things. But my word, I've earned my money for this, I tell you. Just having the slight idea how to get here, quite a challenge. Now, well, just a bit more of a lovely view of some mud and metre deep tyre tracks, and finally you get to the stadium. Well, anyhow, guys, look, there's not much more to say that I can add other than just show you a few more shots of it. There it is, Cosmos Arena, or Samara Arena as it will be known under FIFA terms during the World Cup, I believe. These new stadiums, I'll just finish on one note, these new stadiums that are springing up for the World Cup, as structures, the individual structures, the buildings themselves are just remarkable, absolutely phenomenal. I've been lucky enough, feels like quicksand, Jesus Christ, this is so I just got to make sure I don't sink into oblivion over here. The structures themselves, I've been lucky enough to see firsthand about half of them so far, and I'll be off to Nizhny Novgorod on an overnight train tonight, so hopefully be able to bring you more of an update, a more organised update of that. The structures are brilliant, but they pay very, very little attention to the accessibility in not all cases, but many of them. For example, the Krestovsky in St. Petersburg, that is improving. They are going to open a metro stop much closer. You know, Saransk is such a small city, it doesn't matter, anywhere would be accessible, so that's fine. But here, I hate to say it, the embankment, which is where most of the fans that come here for the tournament will inevitably gather, that is phenomenal, but that is quite some distance. There are buses that do come closer, but even once the nearest bus stop is arrived at, you've still got a good 20-minute trek, and hopefully by then it will be signposted. The one thing I will say that is very well organised is the system of volunteers that they have at all of the World Cup stadiums. In Volgograd a few days ago, for example, I'm speaking to one Kirill. They all speak some level of English. I'm assuming that's part of the requirement for being volunteers. It makes sense. But Kirill spoke very good English, Manchester United fan, so a good man. And he told me there were 350 volunteers, and this was just for a test match. There were two teams of volunteers. There are the ones in the city from kilometres away who help you onto the transport, direct you the right way. Always got a smile on their faces. They know exactly what they're doing. And without them, it would be, well, it would be a mystery how anybody would find these places. Yep, you are right, that is a street 100, 200 metres from a World Cup stadium. You are looking at the correct one. Well, anyway, I'm going to sign off here, guys. I might, if I get lucky, get back into the centre in time to show you a bit of the actual city itself, because it is beautiful. It is worthy of that, certainly. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Got to catch a bus. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you either later on or in Nizhny Novgorod. Bye bye.